What's your name?
My name's Austin Dullnig.
And where are you originally from?
I grew up mostly in Georgia and North Carolina, but I've lived in a few places outside of Detroit and in Dallas and in Austin.
Hello, we're interviewing people in line for Amy Goodman's book signing. What did you like about her book? Why are you buying it?
Well, I mean, Amy Goodman's just intelligent. She's insightful and presents a very, humane and intelligent perspective on things. And I guess it's what's needed to breach all the barriers of emotion and tension that are conducive to irrationality, which is why people fight in the first place. So Amy's she's really humane and intelligent, essentially, is what it is. Well, I actually try and watch a lot of all the news stations when I have a chance, because it's important to know what the media is doing, what's going on.
I was just 2 nights ago in Troy, New York, outside Albany. So it was very amazing to tell this story there because I was at the Sanctuary of Independent Media. They've bought a church. It's a little like here, but it's a church that they are now setting up an entire independent media center. And if you ask me what gives me hope, I would say that sanctuary, and I would say the Esperanza Center here in San So I told this story in this place, but first I asked, is Roger or Stephen Downs here? And Stephen Downs raised his hand. He's the dad. Well, Roger and his dad, Stephen, it was right before the invasion, and they went to the mall to do the patriotic thing, to go shopping. And they bought T-shirts and put them on. The father got a very radical T-shirt. It said, "Peace on Earth." And the son bought one that was a little more specific. It said, "Let the inspections work." And then they did the next best thing. They went to the food court to get something to eat. And a security guard came up to them and said, "You'll have to take off those T-shirts. You will be arrested if you don't, because there's no protesting allowed in the mall." And before Stephen Downs, the father, could swallow, he was in handcuffs. Now this really surprised him, this retired attorney with the State Commission on Judicial Conduct. And so 3 days later, 150 people wearing similar T-shirts descended on the mall. Security locked themselves in their offices, and the charges against Attorney Downs were dropped. We have to stand together. We don't have to agree with each other. I was in Baraboo, Wisconsin 3 Saturdays ago at the Fighting Bob Fest, and a girl came up to me wearing her school sweatshirt. She was a high school kid. And her sweatshirt said, "Great minds don't think alike." And I thought that was very cool. We don't have to agree with each other, but we have to stand together to make it harder to target any individual. You know the quote from World War II, from Pastor Martin Niemöller. First they came for the socialists, I wasn't a socialist, so I didn't stand up. Then they came for the trade unionists, I wasn't a trade unionist, so I didn't stand up. Then they came for the Jews and the Catholics, I was neither, so I didn't stand up. And then they came for me, and there was no one left to stand up. It's very important. The media serves as that forum to bridge the gaps between cultures. That's what makes us all safer.